Hi, I'm Claire Wilby. I'm studying UAL Production and Performance in South Thames College. For Unit 7, we have been assigned to go through all of our previous units, discuss how they helped us in the future units and in our final, what went well and what didn't go so well. So I'm going to be taking you through in video all of my units, starting with 1 and 2. In this unit, we were exploring live performances. We did this through a couple of different tasks. First, we had to make a presentation comparing a live performance by 3 people. I chose Adam Ant, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Bob Dylan. I mostly did this because my dad loves Bob Dylan, my mum loves Adam Ant, and I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And they've also been very influential in modern music, and definitely their live performances are they stand out from others' live performances. As Bob Dylan, he's got quite an old folk. Like, he stands there and captures the audience, but he has a lot of instruments, but it's just him. Adam Ant, very costumey, very elaborate with his live performances, and Red Hot Chili Peppers are just crazy, captivating, and crazy. They can send a crowd wild, pretty much. This was useful as it made us look in detail at great performers on stage, how they got to where they are now, so we could use that in our own performances, like to build our own characters and do it that way. We had to put this to use by getting into groups, selecting a list of 3 tracks. One had to be a cover, the other had to perform with some techniques that we had, and another was an original. We did XXXTentacion's Revenge for our cover. Everything Has Changed for the one they gave us. And then our original didn't really have a name because it was our first unit, you know. And I was singing on it, and I'm not a great singer, so it didn't go too well. We had good stage presence. I took that from Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, as he's crazy on stage, and I thought I could, I don't know, take 10% of that and turn it into something okay, which we did, which I think was very successful for us. Like, we chose different like influences, like from my thing, Bob Dylan. We did like, we used acoustic guitar for one of our songs, Revenge. It just everything turned out okay. Like, it could have been better. We could have been more solid and put together. But as the units have gone on, then it's been a lot more together. Finally, in this unit, we had to do live sound, which we rigged our own performance. So for that performance where we did our Revenge and Taylor Swift, we had to then rig it. I really enjoyed this. I had to give everyone different tasks, and we filmed setting up a 3-way passive sound system to near professional expectations. We were showing, we had to show good due regard to safety procedures and health, which was good. Like, I did a risk assessment for it, and it turned out well. Okay, for unit 3 and 4, we started by researching the Jamaican Windrush of the 1950s. We had to make a timeline of it, detailing how the music progressed, what the Windrush was all about, and why it was such a big thing, and why it brought so much culture to the UK. We had to then create a reggae-style record influenced by music at the time, using samples we got from recording the sounds of London. So we had to go out into the real world, record our own sounds in central London. We went to Abbey Road, couldn't get in, but can you do? This is how we learned to use Logic's EXS24, which is so useful now to sample anything, which I've constantly been using in all my other tracks. Like in even my final performance, I've sampled a lot of everything, using the EX24 to pitch down or pitch up or modulate the sounds. It's really been useful. 5 and 6, this is where we learn about synthesizers, what they are, the history to get us to use them in the DAW. We then had several lessons with Craig, showed us how to use the ES24 and the ES2 in detail. So that's when we really started to use them. We then had to create 2 songs, one entirely made up on samples and one out of synthesized instruments. So we had to collect our own samples and also some that Craig has given us. And we had to turn it into a song. We also had to use the EX24, sample sounds and turn them into a song, like sample drum kits and everything like that, which is really useful. I thought my tunes came out quite nice, actually. Like I really enjoyed this unit. I really enjoyed it. And it's something that I'd like to do in the future, synthesizing and like going into synthesized sounds. I think it's really interesting, like how you can create a sound using a waveform, like every sound. So yeah. Before we started the tunes, I had a goal just to make something basic, something, because I've never done it before. However, as I got further into the research, it became my favourite. It was great. So in conclusion, I'm now using all the things I've learned throughout all the units. In my final project, I'm now sampling a lot from different websites and definitely lo-fi drum kits, which I love to sample from Reddit and from other places that you can really get good samples from. And I'm constantly using synthesizers to make kick drums. Like it's really useful in all of your music to make it sound original and not like anything else other people make, you know. So yeah, it's that is my recap of all of the units we've heard so far and how they have helped me. Thank you very much. Bye bye.